Okay, we got the shop cleaned up because we've got a big thing here, this big unveiling. What we found out was we've got a blown head gasket on the truck. I had some overheating coming home from California. Really concerning. Replaced the radiator when we filled the system back up with coolant and started to bleed it, and we found this. So the thing normally you see, blown head gasket. We'll just take the head off, mill it back flat, because it's probably warped head, put it back together. No, all the good machine shops in town here are backed up 6 months, which means if I try to fix the head gasket, the truck's gonna be down for like 6 months, and then I'm gonna have a brand new head on top of a 200,000 mile bottom end. So there really was only one reasonable option, and that was a new engine. This is a remanufactured Ford 300 inline 6. This particular doohickey has all the provisions for the knock sensor and the EGR. These come with all new bearings. They're probably bored 30 over. Everything's been machined and cleaned up and is ready to go. Fresh gaskets. It even came with a full engine gasket kit. So we have all of the gaskets we need to put this in. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the truck in the garage and we're gonna swap this engine. So you might say, why swap the whole engine? Why don't you just go get a brand new truck? Here's what a decent used 1990-ish vintage F-250 goes for. Yeah, a brand new truck, $60,000. This engine was $3,000 plus shipping, and I'm gonna get 335 of it back as a core when I ship the other engine back to them. So dollars and cents wise, I'm sorry folks, the way things are now, it makes more sense to fix your shit and keep going than to buy new stuff. We're just at that point, and not that there's anything wrong with that, because in terms of one, it's cheaper. Two, if you think about emissions, if you care about that, this is remanufactured, so they didn't have to forge new parts here, right? The energy output here, the carbon footprint is neat. So yeah, so that's why it makes the most sense, and that's really what it is. So maybe some of you are looking at something and your car's busted and it's giving you a bunch of trouble. Don't get frustrated and go buy another car. Fix yours, it'll be cheaper. Big. All of it is big. Alright. Oh, okay. That's the rear PCB. Okay. Good deal. Alright. got a horribly underexposed mess. Everything is disconnected from the top. I just got the exhaust bolt out. Let me get some light on that. Got the exhaust manifolds out. They're loose. Incredibly, they zipped right out. I figured those things had been in there long enough and were rusty enough to give me a lot of trouble, but they did not. So if you can see down there, the starter's still left to come off. Then the bell housing bolts come off, and then the engine can come out. So we did pull the AC condenser to make ourselves some more room. We're gonna have to see once we start cranking it out. There is a possibility we may have to cut the core support and take this section out of the way so that the engine can come out the front, because I don't think I've got enough elevation on my crane to get it up and over the core support. But that's okay. This is a very simple piece. There's a wiring harness underneath this that we'll have to move out of the way, but I can section this and then weld it back in. It won't be difficult. So yeah, moving right along.
The next day.
Feared of. We're gonna have to cut the core support. So let's bag these up here. Take this stuff out. Alright, that's the hood latch. Dun, dun, dun. Latch. Okay. The rest of this is the AC bracket. There it is. There's where it was. Got held up for a little bit. Ford uses 4 torque converter bolts instead of 3 like GM.
No big deal. But it's out. We did have to section the core support, but that's okay. We'll just clean that up, and after we put the new engine in, I'll weld it back together. Okay, let's walk around this thing. You can see it's very dirty from various leaks over the years. If we kind of take a peek down through the into the innards here, we can see there, you know, we're pretty carbured up down there. We got a good coating of what's-a-who's it's down there. So, you know, it's a well-worn engine. Taking this out probably took me about, I'd say, 8 hours, which isn't bad considering it's a 6-hour book job, but I've never done it before, so that's not too terrible. We did have to cut the supports. That's okay. So next installment, we'll swap all the manifolds and accessories over to the new engine and put the new one in. So I'm going to tie this one off here. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. I need to get my subscriber count up. Tell your friends. You know, get people to start watching these, even if they watch for a few minutes. You know, try to get some more attention on these. But we are going to take a break from here, and I'll see you on the next one.